Hello and welcome inside the Dakota Dome in Vermillion, South Dakota. College football is back tonight, and the number 5 team in the FCS, the South Dakota Coyotes, opening their season at home against the Northern State Wolves, a Division II team out of for Northern State. Mata on the approach. There goes the boom, and we are underway in Vermillion. Get a fair catch weighed for by Stubbe, and he has a little bit of trouble handling it, picks it up, but the ball is blown dead. Once getting his opportunity here tonight. Hands it off to a very talented running back, Hank Kraft, and he's into the open field. Kraft out across the 30, and finally forced out of bounds at the 45-yard line. But how about that for a start for the D2 Wolves? And his first year on the job with Northern State. Britt dumps it off to the tight end, making the catch over there is Gavin Giesler, and he's ridden out of bounds quickly after a gain of just a yard. To the right to Daniel Britt, the quarterback. Britt looking to throw. Wide open out there is the tight end. Giesler's got 2 catches already on this drive, and Northern State into USD territory. Just in 10 at the South Dakota 37-yard line. Give it back to Kraft. Nope, Britt keeps it himself. He's into the open field inside the 20. Touchdown, Northern State!
What a start for the Northern State Wolves.
Excuse me.
Oh, stepped out of bounds. Wow. But still, great start so far for Northern. I mean, big play after big play, and it seems like they're taking advantage of the Coyote right side of the defense. So that is either something they saw on film, or right now they're just getting exploited. That right side of the Coyote defense.
It goes down as just a couple of yards lost, but now 3rd down and 11 from the 14-yard line. Up the middle goes Kraft. He gets a couple of those back down near the 5-yard line. Give him the 6. And so a gain of 5 there for the talented running back from Timberlake, South Dakota. If that name sounds familiar, that town sounds familiar, it should. He is the cousin of former South Dakota State tight end, current Green Bay Packer tight end, Tucker Kraft.
So, you know, there's some athleticism in that family, because both of these guys are ballers.
So Mike Schmidt electing to try and get the points. He sends Jeremy Caruso out, transfer from Minot State for his first field goal attempt in a Northern State uniform. Spotted at the 19, 29-yard attempt right down the middle, and the Northern State Wolves strike first on their opening possession, and they get a 3-0 lead here against South Dakota.
Boy, it's a great start for them.
So Caruso on to kick it away. Back deep for South Dakota. It's Keandre Jones-Logan. He takes it about the 3-yard line. Huge hole. There goes Jones-Logan. Keandre inside. He's going to the house. 20, 10, touchdown, South Dakota.
Well, if you're going to have an answer, there it is. Keandre Jones, untouched, essentially just ran straight down the field. Barely had to make very many moves. So you got to give it up to the guys throwing blocks on this return team. But, hey, that's how you answer if you're a big-time team playing in your first game.
Keandre Jones-Logan is the son of Coyote all-time great Stephon Logan, and he looked like him.
Oh, my goodness.
Right there, didn't he?
So I had no idea, and yes, he does. Now that you say it, it's almost a spitting image of that dude. Different jersey number. Great block right there on the kicker, just to make sure that nobody has a chance of catching Keandre Logan.
Will Leyland on for the extra point. It's up and good. 97 yards to the house for Keandre Jones-Logan. Mata, the left foot boom. Sailing deep. Ty Wiley underneath it. He'll take it at his own 5-yard line. Angling toward the left sideline. An undercut there. A big tackle from South Dakota. I think that was Wade Abrams, the transfer linebacker from Valpo, in to make a big stop on special teams.
Yeah, you see, they've got a little momentum now, and we'll see if this defense has made any small adjustment, compete in the interior with those big guys. We'll throw the ball around a little bit more. They're in this nickel defense with 5 DBs, but so far on this drive, they've still been able to corral the run.
Britt avoids the pressure, steps up and takes a shot. Gabe Hardman, the linebacker, delivers a blow just after the original. Last return man in the valley is Carter Bell. Ellard is an Australian native, a former Aussie Rules football player.
4 quarters.
Bauman on 2nd and 10. Tice trying to get the edge, steps through a tackle, gets a couple of extra. He's down inside the 40-yard line of Northern State and forced out of bounds there.
And that's
Tice to his right. Steps up in the pocket, Tice leading the way. He's brought down from behind. He gets down to the 35-yard line, so he got a lot of it back, but still well short of the sticks. No, we're going to try Zeke Mata out here, the left-footed kicker. And Mata boots it, plenty of leg, and it is good. Zeke Mata's first field goal attempt here at South Dakota. And for loss in a reserve role last year, but made the move to the rush linebacker spot. And now there's Gary Bryant making plays. We've called number 10's number a couple of times already. That's a great sign for
that offense moving, since they really didn't do anything with their first drive.
Yeah, aside from that 17-yard run from Tice, a couple of plays went backwards. Inside give is to Tice, finds a hole and runs over a guy, takes it 12 yards. All the South Dakota team, Tice asked to play some fullback last year, ended up being an all-conference selection at that position. Now they'll dump it off, does Bauman, to the other running back, kind of the 1A. Bell, guy that set career highs in catches, receiving yards last season. Preseason All-Missouri Valley pick, Travis Tice, off to a good start. He's got another first down to the 41-yard line. He's flying around to the football as well, that talented outside linebacker for this Wolves defense. 2nd and 5. Bauman looking to throw, steps up, finds his man, that's Bell, wide open. First down, USD at the 25-yard. And Jack Martin's the motion man from out wide. Pierre, stutter step inside the 10, tries to step through a tackle, can't do it, but he's brought down at the 5-yard line. That's a gain of 15 yards.
He leads up Pierre, and if it wasn't for Lyndon Williams holding on tight, he would have scored, but he does
back
not.
To Pierre into the end zone. Touchdown, South Dakota. Back-to-back carries for Charles Pierre Jr. He takes it the final 20 yards, and South Dakota adds to its advantage here in Vermillion.
And it looked really just like the exact same play, opposite direction, where they pull the guard around just to lead up to Pierre. Pierre does a good job of finding the crease and finding the end zone.
So on is Will Leyland for the extra points. It is up, and it is good. So get it out across the 35-yard line for a first down. Britt back to pass, under pressure, trying to get away. Nick Gaze gets to him first, rips him down, and the senior's got his first sack of the season. Back to punt, standing in his own end zone. Carter Bell should get decent field position once again, end-over-end kick. Low line drive. Bell takes it at his own 45. He's got room off the left side. Directing traffic. Carter Bell inside the 20. Inside the 10. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Another special teams touchdown for the Coyotes here. Carter Bell, you know, the Northern State, what happens is their kickoff, their punt coverage team all got caught to the left of the right hash. And so once Carter Bell caught the ball and saw all of that space with no white jerseys over there, it was just basically a foot race, and you're not really going to catch him once he gets out in the open field.
Second punt return for a touchdown for Carter Bell in his career. The first coming at North Dakota State a couple of years ago. And now Leyland on for another extra point. It is up, and it is good. South Dakota strikes for the second time on special teams tonight. 3 at the 32-yard line of Northern State. Britt keeps it himself. Turns up at the 35. That's right at the stick. It'll depend on the spot. They say it's enough for 3rd and 10. Northern State's got to get it down to the 32-yard line. Britt escapes the pressure. Grace trying to chase him down. He takes a big shot there right on the sideline. That hit coming from Mike Reed. Drops at the line of scrimmage. Hank Kraft, the running back. Britt back to pass. Over the top. There's Kraft. Can't hang on, though. Nicely done there. Nate Ewell, the linebacker, got a hand in there. His first of the night. It's 2nd and 5 Ball stays at the 44-yard line. Bell comes in motion. And a quick shot here goes to Javion Phelps, and he's out across the 50 to the 49-yard line of Northern State. First catch of the season. Tight formation here for Bauman out of the pistol. Charles Pierre, the deep man. And he'll get it for a third straight. Plays into the open field. Little shiftiness, almost spins off that tackle from Elijah Jopp. But he get a few extra seconds here. Going to play a little more than 60 minutes in Vermillion tonight. Bauman to the air. There's Jack Martins leaping to make the catch inside the 5, down to the 2-yard line.
To go up and get it.
Quickly back to the line. Bauman to Pierre up the middle. Touchdown, South Dakota.
That's what Pierre does. You put him in there inside the 10-yard line, and that little guy can get behind those big guys up front, find the little crease, and get into the end zone before you even recognize where he's at. Second touchdown of the night for Charles Pierre Jr.
Second touchdown and as many possessions for Charles Pierre Jr. He had 5 of them last year in just 8 games. Was perfect a season ago. He's been perfect so far tonight. Good snap, good hold. The kick is up, and it is good. 31-3, South Dakota on 3rd and 3. Haskins gets it. He's got the first down out across the 30-yard line, and that should do it. Clock will stop.
Because it's the first down.
Because of the first down, but then we'll restart on the signal. There it goes, and that will do it for the first half of play. So lots of big-time plays here in this opening half. South Dakota with a bunch of them.
And he returns it 100. Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
And it's a little pooch kick, and underneath it for South Dakota, making the fair catch just inside the 20-yard line. Pressure coming from Adams. Do a good job picking it up. Nice cut there by Pierre. Bounces into the open field and finally dragged down inside the 40-yard line. Another nice 80 yards rushing on the night. And Tice right back in there now. Back of the pistol with Bauman. He'll take it, cuts it up inside. Tice has a hole. He's inside the 25. Teams have been phenomenal. Bauman back to pass. Steps up. He's going to be dropped for the second time tonight. And this time getting to him is Matthew Baker, a defensive end out of Rochester.
Confused the offensive line and were able to force them into a field goal.
So that sets up a 38-yard attempt for Will Leyland, and it sails wide left. That is his first miss in a Coyote uniform. He was perfect last year on both extra points. Snap goes to Britt. Pressure coming. Evades that first wave, now throws it down the sideline, back inside, and a nice adjustment made there by Tanner Branson to make the catch and move the chains.
Yeah, great job of Tanner, knowing where he's at.
The right one to the left. Steps up, finds Branson again. He's got his second third down catch on this drive, just short of midfield. First down, Northern State.
Yeah, it's a good throw, good catch.
So again, officially still 2 for 2 on third down on this drive. Britt back to pass, try to get it up over the top. Shorter makes an incredible adjustment and gets the interception.
Yeah, and this was one Britt's gonna wish he had back. That the throw really wasn't there. Now, ironically enough, if you're a defender, blitzing guys and bringing more bodies to the line of scrimmage. Let's get as many people up into the line of scrimmage as possible. That's the only thing that can cause you an issue there, is if you don't get to him and get the pressure and you allow Bauman to set up, he can probably find holes in this and definitely build on.
Low snap, but Ebel able to get it away. Keegan Mountain back to receive. That's off his face mask. Football's down, and South Dakota is on top of it. Coyotes recover it at the Wolves' 10-yard line.
Yeah, see, and then you have all that momentum built up from 2 stops in a row, and then that happens. You got to make the decision. Come up and make the catch or leave it alone. You can't be in the way. The ball's going to bounce funny because it's a football, right? And it hits him in the face mask, and unfortunately for Northern. Now the Coyotes are set up in prime
area for South Dakota. But the Coyotes take over now, 1st and 10 at the Wolves 10. Travis Tice cuts it back into the end zone. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Again, bringing those extra bodies to the line. The end gets crashed down, which creates space outside, and Travis Tice, with the great vision, able to just put his foot in the ground, make one cut, and it's over. He's into the end zone.
So that's the 3rd rushing touchdown of the football game tonight for South Dakota. 2 for Charles Pierre Jr. That is up and through, and it's 38-3. Kyle.
This is that period of time on both sides, you know, where you want to see what you have depth-wise. So you got to get some opportunities. That's a great run right there.
Yeah, Wyatt blocked a little bit of a bowling ball, and he's still on his feet and trying to fight for a couple of extra yards. He's got a first down out of.
Doesn't get no better than that.
Hackle keeps it. Pursuit coming. And chased down by Wade Abrams for a big loss there. That's going to knock him back another 3 yards and bring up knock it on the door of a 100-yard effort here tonight. Currently 8 carries, 87 yards, and 2 touchdowns.
And he's gotten the majority of the work, too.
Oh, boy, he's going to get that 100 right now. Shakes off a tackle into Northern State territory, ridden out of bounds at the
defense. They had a couple, there you go, they had a couple series ago, you know, where you bring in more guys to the line of scrimmage to help corral that run.
Bauman changes the play, turns left, gives it to Pierre, steps through another tackle. First contact in there. Big package for South Dakota on 3rd and inches. Pierre doesn't get much, but he gets enough inside the 15-yard line. First down, South Dakota.
Yeah, just got what he needed.
Northern State, as Bauman steps under center. Takes the snap from Joey Lombard. L.J. Phillips inside the 5, on his feet, into the end zone. Touchdown, South Dakota.
Yeah, like I said, I think just now this is that point where, you know, if you're South Dakota, you're just going to keep running the football because you're getting these chunk yards and chunk plays, because that defensive line from Northern State is a little tired and worn out now, having to go up against those big, strong bodies, you know, for 4 quarters. And so these types of plays happen.
And it is good. 45-3. The ground game just keeps chugging along here in Vermillion.
You really just want him to go right into the teeth of the defense and just get as much as he can on each play.
Hackle takes the snap on 3rd and 10. Tries the outside. Looking out there. And he starts under center, hands it off to L.J. Phillips. Nice cut there. Finds the hole, falls forward for a pickup of about 9.5 yards. L.J. Phillips following his touchdown run from that last possession, and now we get a late flag in here.
After the play was over, personal foul. Unsportsmanlike personal foul. Defense number 3. 15 yards added to the end of the run. Includes automatic first down.
So number 3 is Lyndon Williams, the safety, called for that. So tack on 15 to what was already a 9-yard run, and it's always the second one, right? 220 pounds. He'll get it again here on 2nd down. Over the top he goes. And he's got another first down to the 30-yard line. Making the stop that time for Northern State was number 37, Blake Clay. What you can to critique, right, after something like this, because it's been a pretty solid night all the way around. Cynic looking to keep it, finds a seam in that defense, steps aside from a tackle, and now tackled down inside the 20. Cynic's got a first down and a gain. Josh Larson at left guard. And Cynic goes to the air. He's looking for Lorenzo Fenner, and that was not on the same page that time, and it falls incomplete. Coyotes will bring the field goal team on with Will Leyland. Missed from 38 back in the 3rd quarter. Snap is clean, hold is clean. Leyland's kick is off the upright and no good. He's 0 for 2 on the night. And so 3:26 to go, and the score remains 45-3. Quick break on the field means we check in. Another true freshman, we talked about him and Kaiser both, and Schmidt said they're both going to play for us a lot. So as this season goes on, expect to see those two youngsters. As Smith started off strong on that opening possession, moved it down the field inside the 10-yard line of South Dakota, but had to settle for 3. And now Smith trying to do just that, breaks it to the outside and steps out of bounds at the 48-yard here on Midco Sports as well. Under 30 seconds to play in the ball game. Hackle takes the snap, looking to throw, pressure coming, dumps it off, and it's intercepted. Making the play for South Dakota, number 34 is Jacob Clark, a transfer from another Division II school. Clark coming by way of Glenville State in West Virginia, and they love what this kid brings to the program in terms of athletic.
Smith and right into the hands.
So Nevin Fremascully in there to take the victory lap for South Dakota. Takes a knee, and that will do it here in Vermillion. So South Dakota's first non-Division I opponent in several seasons, and the Coyotes handle their business here tonight. Fell behind early 3-0, but closed the night with 45 consecutive points, and they get their first victory of the season, 45-3 over Northern State. We're going to step away real quick and be back to hear from the Coyotes.